Hey guys, this is Steve. For those I haven't met before, I've joined DW Austin for about 2.5 years and I got my master's degree from Texas A&M, and after that I've been working as a landscape designer for about 4 years. A little bit background. So thanks to the DW iPad pilot program, which rolled out about a year ago, led by Jason, Brian, Alex, Cynthia, and many other great leaders, I got a chance to test the Office iPad. Before that, to be honest, I just never realized I need one for my daily work, because I was pretty satisfied with my hand drawings and the whole process. And I also have a Wacom tablet, so sometimes I would just draw on it with Photoshop. So I was feeling maybe an iPad could be a little redundant, but I was just totally wrong, because I just tested the Office iPad for 2 or 3 weeks. I decided to buy one for myself so that I can see how much I love it. And it has been about a year now. I just love it because it's really like a all-in-one tool for us designers, especially drawing and sketching, which I got more chance to test in the past couple months. More specifically Procreate, which is also about today's demo topic. As some of you may already know that we currently don't have Procreate on the Office iPad, so that's the reason why we set up the Lunch and Learn. We want to show you guys the possibilities of this great design app to see if we can trigger enough interest, and then we will try to get the app our Office iPad. So I feel like that's enough intro and background, so let's just get started. In this video, I just want to show you guys some of the basic techniques I use to create this drawing. I don't see it as a step-by-step kind of tutorial that I need to follow. It's more like I show you the logic and workflow as how I create the plan, the sections, and maybe some detailed sketches. So let's just get started. Before we go to draw something, maybe we can check the layer management here. Basically, same as we do in Photoshop. We have annual layer. The detail layers are grouped together, the sections and the plans. You see, of course, as I showed you guys in the workflow, we do all this basically. We start from the cat. This is import here. For all the color layers, we group it together, and then the lines and the trees. For the trees, usually we have kind of a tree color layer, tree shadow layer, and a tree line layer to help it pop up a little bit more. The sections here and the details. One thing worth mentioning is for the details, I have this, maybe hard to see. I have this guide, kind of a grid here to help me make to draw the detailed sketches at scale. Okay, so let's just draw something. Let's turn the details ones off so we have some space to draw. So since we have a time limit, so we won't really create something complex like this. Maybe let's just draw a really simple streetscape so that you guys can still learn the process and the technique we use. So let's turn on the drawing assist. Basically, what it helps you is like it helps you draw like straight lines, following the drawing guide you just set up. Let's start from the plan. So okay, I think that's a good pen, and the thickness look right. So let's just get started. let's say we want to draw a sidewalk, street tree, sidewalk, and maybe some plantings at the edge. Let's say we have the curve, a 6-inch curve, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe say 5 feet kind of planting area for the street trees, and maybe turf. And then we have a 5 feet kind of a sidewalk, and then let's just give it some space in between the public right of way to the inner lot. Usually you need an edge. You really need to get close to get the colors in. So yeah, it's really simple. Like the big lines here, the frame, you can change the name, maybe say line, and then usually we put different color, different texture on different layers. Let's do this. So let's change this, maybe say concrete. And we have another layer, say for planting. Okay, let's start from the concrete. So usually concrete is kind of grayish color, right? One thing is, like, if you want to use this line layer as a guide to fill the colors, you need to select it as the reference layer. So what we do is, like, the color will take as an edge to recognize it automatically. So you have the concrete layer filled, and then for the planting, you want to start from kind of a light gray here. Yeah, and then let's turn off the do turn the dry assist on, but turn off the gray. So usually what I would do is, like, I will give those kind of color a little bit more texture. Just gonna use this Nico brush for the concrete. So what you do is, like, there's another function, like you click on the layer here, you use alpha lock. Basically what we do is, like, you have a mask, then you can only draw in the area where already have the pixel, the colors. So let me show you really quick. So you got this brush selected, you adjust the size and maybe lower down the opacity a little bit, then you just draw. You see, like, the harder you push, the color would be heavier. In the same logic, maybe we want to have some texture for the planting area. I use this one. A little bit darker gray. Yeah. Also, you want to turn on the alpha lock, so you will only draw in the areas you want. Maybe a little bit hard for you guys to see, but there's more texture on it right now. It'll look better. And then let's draw some street trees. Yeah. Name a tree. And let's choose a brush. See, here we have a lot of trees. I really like this one. Let's just use this one, and we're gonna maybe use this color. This color. Let's draw a tree in. I'm gonna adjust the size. So 1, 2, 3. I have 3 trees. So yeah, and what usually I will do is I will also use the alpha lock to add a little bit more detail to this tree. It's a tree brush. Then add the light areas and the shadow areas of the tree. So usually the light part have kind of yellowish color, and yeah, blend it a little bit. Pop it up a little bit, still go back a little bit. So yeah, I feel like it looks better. Duplicate it, make the layer at the bottom, say adjust the brightness a little bit to make it like the tree shadow layer, and then just move it. Let's say you're supposing it's from this direction. Of course, you're gonna lower the opacity a little bit and put it, usually I put it on the multiply. You know what, sometimes if you want to make the drawing looks really good, that the shadows are not like pure black, they're actually kind of like a dark purple color. So you can also just quick select all the areas on the layer and color fill the color. Yeah, I think it looks better. And yeah, usually it's just personal preference. I like to add a kind of a white line for the trees. Where's the brush? Oh, that's this one. Here. Oh, here we go. Maybe adjust the size a little. Usually I would create a separate layer for it, but since the layer we can create is limited, maybe just put it on the same layer here. Yeah, so that's the tree. Oh, let me show you guys how to do maybe say shrubs really quick. Okay, let's maybe just use this one, this grow kind of brush. Choose a darker green. Make sure you're at the right size. Should be good. Let's just try it here. Basically, you just draw and create all this automatically for you. And also we have the darker side of the shrub. Okay, I don't really like this part. Okay, and maybe lighter color, because where the light come from, let me light it up a little bit here. Maybe too much. Let's lower down the opacity a little bit. Yeah, kind of like it. And say if you wanna add some flowers, let's do white. Make sure the size looks good. Oops, too much. Yeah, maybe just point it. Okay, kind of. Then usually for the plant abilities, also need to add people in. What I would do is like I would use this people brush. See here, I'll set on it white. It's actually people. Okay, zoom out a little bit. Okay. I think it's good size. So, and then you're gonna use selection tools to move it to where it should be. And we got 2 more. And then for the ones you don't need, Just delete it, kind of. Oh, one thing is like you see the purple, you see the people's shadow directions are actually not correct. We're gonna flip it. I feel like it's flip horizontal, right? Yeah. Yes, we are right. So, and the people's gonna be below the trees. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the plan. Okay, so now let's draw the section really quick. You see here, if we cut a section line through here, we know like if this is a driveway, we're gonna mount the 6-inch curve, that's the planting, and we know for the concrete walk, we have the 4-inch concrete walk, and then some other kind of planting. Then we just want to shift it down a little bit. Maybe say just put it here. And you know, we need to add a tree. Okay, now we want to draw the street trees, and let's start from a tree silhouette. I think this is a good one, a good street tree shape. Let's make sure we're gonna draw on a separate layer. I think looks good. Just want to shift it up a little bit. And then the tree is not very detailed. Then let's add some color and texture to the tree. Maybe let's use this one. Okay, on the layer. And make sure you wanna only draw within the silhouette. So let's turn on the alpha lock. And that's the darker kind of green color we're gonna use. Yeah, I think looks good. So you know, like the darker part, you want to make it darker maybe, and the lighter part, usually sometimes it's just yellow, right? Yeah, some of it, and then get some dark color, really dark, really kind of dark color in. For the main tree body, you can do something like this, and then for the tree, usually the tree trunk, of course, it should be kind of a brownish color. Maybe like this. We can just use maybe a pencil. Let's say to draw it here. Also the tree trunk also is like darker side. Yeah, can make it move down a little bit. Yeah. Give it a little bit more texture. Same maybe for the turf. Maybe you can just draw some with a pencil. I don't know if the drawing assist is on. We don't want it on, so that we can draw some. I'm gonna turn the alpha lock off so that you can draw more stuff on the layer. Ooh, that's too thick. So you just draw maybe some grass in, and then same for the shrub. Let's do this color, and I'm gonna find a brush for the shrubs. Let's just continue, maybe say just drawing on this layer. We know it's kind of a bush, so maybe you could put this back, and also got his darker kind of got a darker side a little bit, and the lighter part, because you know, kind of like a ball, right? It's a shrub. And then you can just draw some people in. let's use this those people. Yeah, I think it looks good. Just maybe you want to draw it on a separate layer. Up here. Let's turn on. So let's turn the gray on. So I'm gonna make sure we draw the people like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet tall. Yeah, so as you can see, the trees might be too small. We're actually gonna make it a little bit bigger. See, that's why you want to separate the layers, but since we didn't do that, but just do it this way. You just want to like drag it longer like this. Okay, so yeah, so that's basically it, like how you draw the section. As maybe also talk about, you just draw a really simple detail. Bring the guide back. So maybe let's draw a should merge it together because we hit the layer limitation. Let's draw maybe say a concrete detail. Let's say we know we have maybe say oops. Let's turn the drawing assist back. Let's say we have this concrete detail. Say we have 4-inch of concrete pad and then maybe 2-inch sand bed. So you want to close it. It'll be easier for you to select the area. As you will see, what I'm gonna do is use this as a reference layer and choose my hatch pattern brushes. So you can see here, this one is concrete. Make sure it's a good size and use the quick selection tool. See here, it just help you select this area, and then you can just click on the brush and then you just draw it in. Oh, one thing is like we leave the drawing assist on. We need to turn it off, and now you can see we just can easily add the concrete hatch in. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, and same logic for the sand bed. We select the area we want to fill. We got a sand hatch over there. Make sure it's good size. Okay, I think it looks good, and you just feel it. You don't really have a perfect one, and just use this one. Yeah. So select the things you wanna keep and invert the selection and delete the things you don't need. So basically, that's how you get this detail done. Yeah, so that's basically it, like how we draw the plan, a section, maybe the detail, some of the really like a simple process we're showing here. Hope this could be helpful.